Jupiter in Aries in the 6th house indicates a personality that is enthusiastic, self-motivated, and action-oriented. The individual might have a strong desire to take the lead and make quick decisions. This placement suggests a person who is adventurous and likes to take on new challenges without fear. They are always eager to learn and expand their skills, taking joy in their work and everyday routines. In relationships, this individual is likely to be straightforward and impulsive. They could be self-dependent and might have a habit of leading in relationships, which can be appreciated by some but seen as overbearing by others. They need a partner who respects their freedom and self-reliance. When it comes to career, people with Jupiter in Aries in the 6th house may thrive in high-stress environments that provide opportunities for leadership roles. They can be successful in careers that allow them to show their initiative and determination. Possessing a natural ability to inspire others, they could excel in fields like management, sports, or military. Strengths associated with this placement include vitality, courage, and a positive outlook. The willingness to expand their knowledge and skills may lead them to great achievements. However, challenges could arise due to their impulsive nature, lack of patience, or tendency to take unnecessary risks. For personal growth, individuals may need to learn to control their impulsiveness, develop patience, and understand the importance of teamwork. Balancing leadership with listening and cooperating with others can be a significant lesson, and practicing patience can help them make more considered decisions, leading to greater overall success. Individuals with Jupiter in Taurus in the 6th house possess a determined, practical, and reliable personality. They enjoy routine and consistency, displaying a strong work ethic and perseverance. They thrive in methodical tasks and bear a natural instinct for financial activities. Concerning relationships, they're loyal, patient, and they prefer stability over volatility. However, they might struggle with inflexibility, resisting changes and new experiences. Professionally, careers related to finance, agriculture, or healthcare might be suitable due to their steady nature and desire for practical tasks. Given their hard-working nature, they might rise through the ranks quickly, deriving immense satisfaction from their work, but at the risk of overworking. Their disarmingly simple approach to problem-solving can make them integral members of any team, task, or project. Their key strengths include tenacity, reliability, and pragmatism, often coupled with a generous and patient nature. Yet, challenges might come from their resistance to change, a tendency to be stubborn, and an inclination towards materialism. For personal growth, they must learn to adapt to change and be more flexible. Furthermore, while their inclination toward work and productivity is commendable, they should be cautious of burnout and remember to maintain a balance. Given their affinity for materialistic comfort, learning to find satisfaction beyond the physical realm may serve as an important lesson. This placement encourages the understanding that true abundance does not lie solely in material wealth, but also in spiritual and emotional contentment. People with Jupiter in Gemini in the 6th house are often blessed with an analytical intellect that excels at complex problem solving, especially at work. They likely have a broad range of interests, absorbing information like a sponge, which can make them exceptional communicators. Their quick thinking and versatility can be handy in fast-paced working environments. However, they can sometimes suffer from nervous tension due to their overactive mind and might need to consciously cultivate downtime. In relationships, these individuals have a tendency to gravitate towards intellectual companions. Their conversations are fascinating and deep, and they love exploring new ideas with their partners. But, their need for mental stimulation may lead them to become bored easily, hence potentially causing them to flit from person to person. Strengths of this placement include impressive communication skills, a wide range of knowledge, and adaptability. Conversely, a key challenge may involve overcoming a tendency to spread themselves too thin across multiple interests. This may lead to them frequently changing jobs or relationships out of restlessness. Personal growth comes with learning to focus their versatile talents in a single direction, rather than scattering energy and attention too broadly. Harnessing their prowess for problem-solving into a concentrated effort, they can achieve greatness in whatever field they choose. Patience and persistence, especially in relationships, will also be vital lessons for these individuals. These lessons help them appreciate the value of deep, sustained connections over fleeting intellectual fascinations. The Jupiter in Cancer in the 6th house signifies a strongly nurturing and caring individual who loves to aid others. This placement leads to an inherent desire for service and responsibility, often resulting in a caregiver or healer role. Intuitively understanding others' emotions, they can be truly devoted to their work and often seek careers in healthcare, social work, child care, or nursing. In relationships, their nurturing qualities transfer. They show deep emotional involvement and support, often putting others' needs above their own. They value their partner's feelings and prioritize a peaceful, harmonious, and stable environment. This placement, however, poses challenges. They may become over-involved in other people's problems, leading to a lack of self-care. They could also have difficulty setting boundaries and may be prone to worry too much about health matters. Their strengths are compassion, dedication, and nurturing skills. They are adept at comforting and healing, with a strong sense of responsibility. For personal growth, learning to set boundaries while maintaining their caring nature is crucial. They also must balance their desire to help others with an understanding that self-care isn't selfishness. Practice allowing others to solve their problems might help avoid being overwhelmed. To alleviate worries, adopting a healthy lifestyle and understanding that they cannot control everything are necessary steps. In career aspects, roles centered around care and nurturance would be fitting. Staying aware of their tendency to overworry about health can keep them from unnecessary anxiety. In conclusion, Jupiter in Cancer in the 6th house is a deep, nurturing presence, best holistically managed with self-care, healthy boundaries, and conscious compassion. Jupiter in Leo in the 6th house suggests a larger-than-life personality. These people are generous, passionate, and driven, with a love for being the center of attention. They have a strong sense of self, a flair for drama, and a natural talent for bringing life and excitement to any situation. In terms of relationships, they are often fiercely loyal. They tend to be quite romantic and expressive, with a deep underlying need to be appreciated and admired by their partners. However, their need for recognition might risk overshadowing their partner's needs. Career-wise, their innate creativity, leadership capability, and charm can make them successful in careers like entertainment, politics, or roles where they're in the spotlight. Their drive to help others could also lend well to careers in healthcare or service-oriented industries. Strengths associated include charisma, optimism, and a knack for inspiring others with their enthusiasm. Challenges may arise from their tendency to be overly dramatic or egocentric. Their expectations for themselves and others can sometimes be unrealistic, leading to disappointment. To grow personally, they need to balance their need for recognition with humility, ensuring they're not dominating others. They have to learn that not always being the center of attention does not diminish their worth. Their lesson is to recognize that every person they encounter has something valuable to contribute. Their generosity and cheerfulness can be channeled in more humble, collaborative ways, allowing them to shine while also lifting others up. Having Jupiter in Virgo in the 6th house means you are likely a detail-oriented individual who derives joy and fulfillment from your work, particularly from improving systems and offering service to others. You may be a deep critical thinker with a knack for solving problems, placed in you by your need to make the world more efficient or better in some way. In terms of relationships, you are most likely a dependable, supportive partner. You believe in helping others, are typically reliable, and usually prefer routine and stability over jet-setting unpredictability. This trait also makes you a trusted friend, valued for your practical advice and willingness to lend a helping hand. However, the desire for perfection can lead to high expectations that may strain your relationships. Career-wise, professions centered on service, such as healthcare, teaching, or counseling, can fit you well. You also do well in jobs requiring efficiency, meticulousness, and practical problem-solving, like research or analytics. Your organizational skills and systematic approach can make you successful in any career with a clear structure. In strengths, you excel at planning, solving problems, and attending to details. With your resilience and discipline, you can handle life's difficulties in a practical, ground-to-earth manner. However, being overly critical or perfectionistic can become a challenge. You may tend to worry about the smallest flaws, creating unnecessary stress. Your personal growth involves learning how to balance your need for perfection with compassion for yourself and others. Recognizing the value in good enough may not always be easy for you, but it's a crucial aspect of your growth journey. Developing this understanding can reduce stress and improve relationships while keeping your inherent Having Jupiter in Libra in the 6th house indicates a personality with a strong sense of justice, fairness, and balance. These individuals exhibit kindness and diplomacy, often displaying leadership abilities in conflicts. They may struggle at times with making decisions and can be somewhat indecisive. Their natural inclination for compromise is a key strength, allowing them to thrive in team environments. However, they risk being taken advantage of due to their generosity. In relationships, they are likely to seek harmony and balance. They are attracted to partners who can offer intellectual stimulation and share a deep-rooted sense of justice. These individuals have a tendency to maintain peaceful relationships but may need to watch out for a tendency to default to pleasing others, sometimes at their own expense. Career-wise, the social justice sector, diplomacy, law, art, and any occupation requiring problem-solving or conflict resolution, could be fulfilling. Their sense of fair play combined with their ability to smooth over disagreements can make them assets in these fields. However, dealing with stress could be a notable challenge due to their sensitivity to imbalance or discord. Their pursuit of perfection and high standards can lead to overwork or stress-related health issues. Personal growth can be achieved by learning to balance their natural inclination towards harmony with their personal needs. They may need to learn to say no and set boundaries. Also, embracing their natural knack for diplomacy, instead of fearing any ensuing conflict, could lead to personal growth. Overall, the presence of Jupiter in Libra in the 6th house can suggest a life full of opportunities for growth, mainly through learning to manage work-life balance and learning to assert personal needs. Jupiter in Scorpio in the 6th house signifies a strong desire for knowledge and understanding, particularly about the hidden aspects of life. This person can dig deep into complexities, face up to harsh truths, and utilize them for personal growth. They are bold, curious, and determined, which helps them overcome the biggest challenges. In relationships, these individuals value truth and depth. They prefer profound connections over superficial ones and hate insincerity. They can be intensely loyal but can struggle with trust issues due to their suspicious nature. In terms of career, these people thrive in roles with investigative or scientific elements. They are drawn to professions that deal with life's mysteries like psychology, research, forensics, or metaphysical fields. Their work style is disciplined and meticulous, aiming for perfection. Strengths include resilience, resourcefulness, and intuitive capabilities. Their deep understanding of life's complexities can make them very wise. However, they also face challenges. Their suspicious nature can make them overly secretive or distrustful to a fault, and their desire for perfection can sometimes lead to unnecessary stress. The main personal growth lesson for Jupiter in Scorpio in the 6th house individuals is to learn to trust more openly and balance their intensity with lightheartedness. Their pursuit for perfection should not come at the expense of their peace of mind. By learning to manage their tendencies better, they can fully realize their potential for depth and transformation. Having Jupiter in Sagittarius in the 6th house signifies an innate optimism and enthusiasm for life. This individual likely radiates positivity and a keen sense of adventure. They may constantly yearn for growth, learning, and expansion, making them lifelong learners. This placement often suggests a natural curiosity about the world and an open mind to new experiences. In relationships, this person could be generous and emotionally supportive, using their broad-minded perspective to help others. They may crave freedom in relationships, and could have a tendency to seek partners who can journey and explore with them. However, their enthusiasm and optimism could sometimes clash with more practical or skeptical partners. In terms of career, the 6th house placement may suggest proficiency in fields that involve service and problem-solving, with a knack for innovation. Careers in health services, education, or even international business could be appealing, as their adventurous spirit is combined with a drive to serve others. They may struggle with routine work, preferring dynamic and challenging work environments. Strengths of having this placement include optimism, generous spirit, adaptability, and adventurousness. However, challenges could involve learning to balance optimism with practicality, taming a restless spirit, and fostering deeper resilience. Personal growth opportunities might involve learning to sit with uncertainty without constantly seeking change, fostering deeper connections despite their affinity for freedom and adventure, grounding their broad visions into actionable realities, and incorporating more structure into their lives. With these lessons learned, they could truly leverage their Jupiter in Sagittarius energy to lead a meaningful and adventurous life. Having Jupiter in Capricorn in the 6th house suggests a personality marked by strong work ethic and determination. These individuals are practical, grounded, and responsible, often showcasing a remarkable resilience to overcome life's challenges. They thrive in structured environments and value tradition and order over chaos. In relationships, they can be somewhat reserved, preferring to build slow, steady bonds built on trust. They are dependable partners and friends, always willing to lend a helping hand. They may struggle with expressing their emotions openly, which could lead to misunderstandings. In terms of career, this placement suggests a strong inclination towards fields which demand discipline, organization, and persistence. They can excel in fields like business, law, finance, or politics. Work is seen as a means of achieving tangible, long-term goals, and they are dedicated and meticulous about their tasks. Strengths associated with this placement include pragmatism, dedication, organization, and resilience. However, They may face challenges such as rigidity, difficulties expressing emotions, or a tendency to overwork themselves. The lesson for personal growth lies in learning to balance their work-life situation, learning to express emotions, and understanding that while structure is good, flexibility could also lead to unexpected positive outcomes. Also, they should remember not to get so caught up in future goals that they forget to live in the present. People with Jupiter in Aquarius in the 6th house are often innovative, humanitarian thinkers. They are broad-minded, intelligent, and original, which may manifest as a continuous quest for knowledge. In relationships, they value freedom and independence, often attracting a wide range of acquaintances who cater to their intellectual curiosity. Their unconventional approach can, however, lead to detached or unpredictable relationships. In terms of career, this placement often flourishes in roles involving innovation, science, technology, or social causes. They make good problem solvers thanks to their out-of-the-box perspective and desire to serve others. Strengths associated with Jupiter in Aquarius in the 6th house include optimism, intellectual curiosity, and adaptability. They usually have the ability to see the bigger picture and can thrive where systemic changes are required. They are also drawn to humanitarian causes and can effectively mobilize collective resources for the betterment of society. The challenges, on the other hand, might include a tendency to be unconventional or even overly idealistic. They might struggle with routine tasks or in highly structured environments. Their need for independence might sometimes clash with their desire to be a part of a social group. The personal growth lesson for these individuals is learning how to balance their desire for change and innovation with the practicalities of everyday life. They may also need to learn how to create meaningful connections with others without compromising their need for independence. Despite their propensity for societal change, they should not ignore their own personal development. Recognizing that personal change is a precursor to societal change could be beneficial for them. With Jupiter in Pisces in the 6th house, the individual is likely to be compassionate, generous, and deeply intuitive. They easily sense the needs of others and have a strong desire to help. Their sensitivity may lead them to take on more responsibilities than they should, sometimes to their own detriment. In relationships, this placement often leads to nurturing and supportive behavior. They are drawn to partners who appreciate their compassionate soul and do not take advantage of their giving nature. However, the challenge lies in not losing their identity in their relationships without disregarding others' needs. Career-wise, the presence of Jupiter in the 6th house might direct the individual toward service-oriented professions such as healthcare, teaching, or social work. Their empathy and generosity can contribute greatly to these fields. But, they need to ensure to place boundaries and avoid overworking themselves. The strength of this placement lies in the individual's ability to care for and understand others. These qualities make them beloved by many. Their challenges include setting limits, taking care of their well-being, and dealing with strong emotional currents that might overwhelm them. A significant personal growth lesson for these individuals is learning to balance their own needs with those of others. They need to realize that it's okay to ask for help and not always be the one giving. Equally important is the cultivation of realism to complement their idealism. Whether dealing with relationships or career matters, they must learn not to idealize scenarios or people beyond reality. Simultaneously, they need to embrace their exceptional emotional sensitivity and use it as a guiding light, without it taking control of their well-being. Their journey is about balancing compassion with personal boundaries, idealism with realism, and sensitivity with strength.